Hi, today's video is a special request by Jeff Damon, who's asked for some tips on how to get this extra dirty look done for the scoop here on Devastator's leg. So very quick run through on what you require. You require a silver pen or silver paint. You'll need the usual brown paint. Hobby paints are the best options because they tend to stick onto plastic a lot better. You'll need the usual Gundam Real Touch marker. You've got the brown color as well as the gray color, and a sponge. So what you want to do firstly is utilize the paint and then use the sponge to dab through the base of the scoop that you see here, and you do it excessively. Alright, you just want to get as much as possible in there because you just got to imagine and think about how one of these really works in the real world and where mud will actually or dirt will actually accumulate. So that's where you want to just put on excessive brown paint right there. Then where you have patches, edges and stuff like that where the sponge doesn't hit, that's when you will want to use your brush, get the paint and paint through all the grooves and gaps to fill it up, but not too much to the point where it's all fully brown. You want to still have bits and pieces where the green can show through, the underlying color can show through, and then what you want to do as well, you take a gray or light gray Gundam Real Touch marker, and then you draw out the edging for the scoop. That will then give it a bit more of a shadow appearance and allow these bits to pop out a little bit more. Otherwise, it will just look like a flat brown. You want to then utilize a brown Real Touch marker to fill in some of the green bits. Okay, so what this one will do is that it will come up really faint and kind of watered down in brown. So then you can still see the green come through of the underlying green bits for Devastator, but still have a very thin brown coat on the surface, very much like how a real construction vehicle will have in appearance. Okay, then what you want to do then to simplify and make your life a whole lot easier, use one of these Gundam markers, this one being silver, and then you just touch the edges of where the scoop will hit the ground, because that's when bare metal will be exposed. Use that. You can then either use a brush to gently dry brush the area a little bit, or you can use a sponge. You're not limited by either options. You know, a lot of people talk about dry brushing as in you need to use a brush. In fact, the reality is when you customize, you're not limited by all these methodologies. You can try out different techniques. A sponge actually works, right? A sponge actually gives you a far better effect. Dry brushing gives you a nice kind of controlled flow. You can get to see the lines and streaks and stuff, but with a sponge you actually get a nice kind of patchy appearance when you do it with silver paint. So it also works just as well. And what you can do on the edging is that you can gently, with the same sponge, just slide through on the edges very gently like this. What that will do is it will then smear the brown or silver paint, right, and then allow it to gently, slowly kind of disappear. So that gives it a very realistic look. So bearing in mind on where you're intending to apply the paint, think about in a real life scenario how the vehicle would encounter the dirt. So from there, obviously you're not going to be trying to paint all the upper bits of the scoop brown as well, because that doesn't make sense in real life. The bulk of the time, dirt will be accumulated here. So that's why it's painted as such. So kind of look online as well for pictures of real life vehicles, and that will assist you quite a bit in how you can then conduct your weathering. And don't limit yourself. This is customization. Your mistake can be be a unique artistic expression. So it's all good. It's all cool. You know, you gotta try to find out whether or not it'll work for you. And yeah, so I hope that helps, especially for Jeff. I hope this helps for you, mate. And yeah, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye bye.